為咗拍胡桃嗰場解剖戲，我去求個法醫求咗好耐。後嚟我靜靜雞送咗個 Olivia 公仔俾佢個女，佢幫埋我一齊求，咁佢先肯岌頭咋。日月週刊直頭話我心理變態，講真我都想啊！真係變態嘅話，我就唔會半夜收工之後喺街邊攞到黃膽水都出埋嚟啦。
Howdy do! How you doing? Queen Katie back here. Welcome back to another Right First 1999 stream. Yeah! I'm gonna sign in real quick. Yappy-doo! Yep, everything's looking good on OBS. Awesome. Alright, what we got in the mail? Oh, he's just letting me know, hey! Our stuff is about to end. I would have loved to do notes on Shirori, but I'll have to do that another time. Cause you put this guy on the last minute, and I'm like, I'm not doing this soon. I hope everyone's doing good, by the way. I'm doing good. I just had a fun day with my dad. We decided to go out and walk around at the mall. At our local mall. We literally did not buy much of anything. We were just going through window shopping. But I did get some books from Barnes & Noble. I decided to buy the No Fear Shakespeare, where it's like, it makes the Shakespeare stories make sense. So I got myself Hamlet, and what was the other one? Macbeth. So I'm very excited to check those stories out. Man, today's so laggy, huh?
To spend the whole night sleeping. Why not join us for a game of mahjong?
Alright, so update! Leanne is doing fantastic. She has level 42. And I actually have... So I just need these. I just need more of these in order to get enough to ascend her. But look! I got exactly all of the materials I need to do an Insight 3. It's just a matter of getting money. But I'm so excited. And then after that, we'll probably focus on her Psych Cube. And then I'll probably get to actually building her with the others. I'm so excited. I am way too excited for this. So hold on, I'm actually going to take Charmaine off.
Well, I heard your footsteps when you routed.
I want to put Leon on. There you go. Yahoo! Look at her! That's Leon! That's my girl, Leon!
為咗拍胡桃嗰場解剖戲，我去求個法醫求咗好耐。
Alright.
後嚟我靜靜雞送咗個
Double check my stuff. Mr. Duncan! I can't wait to see him in the story soon. He's definitely going to be a fun guy. So you know what?
拍胡桃嗰場解剖戲，
Our change to... Where are you? Mr. Duncan! Yeah! I haven't even met you yet, but I love you, sir. I love you.
After retiring, I spent some of my days playing football and coaching kids in the favela. You know, a couple of them actually made it to a professional club. Just goes to show, where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah! Pop, 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 pop. Alright, so I already finished the weekly, which reminds me. I need my free can. Yay! I'm gonna redeem this. There we go. Alright. Crap! Crap! Wait, no, I forgot! I have this curtain call. Fine. Hold on, I need to update this. Whoops! I completely forgot about the curtain call. But hey, we're still going through this. We got 52 minutes. So let's head right on in after a good water. Oh, this is where you get the Soneto scan! Now, the real question is this going to be voiced? I hope it's voiced. The long journey wears you down. It's only the force of will that has carried you this far. But the rocking pirate is still filled to the brim with energy. She finds a smooth black rock that still holds some warmth from the sun, taking a seat before raising her drink and a toast towards the horizon. The last can of Dr. Pepper rests beside her.
That's the stuff. Nothing beats a Dr. Pepper after saving the day. What? Are you worrying about other things? We just took down Arcana and snagged the storm immunity. Why not kick back for a minute, mate? The best bit about this whole thing is I ended up with 2 ships in one day.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to update this, actually. I'm going to update this.
Let's treat ourselves to fizzy drinks and get all puffed up today.
I thought you prefer celebrating with coffee!
Ha! The brown bean juice the math geeks hate so much? You think I'd make a fuss again?
This is character development! This is character development! This is the biggest character development I have ever seen in the entire reverse 1999! One of my very first clips, and it's popular to this day, is Reckless breaking the beam rule. And now she doesn't want to break the beam rule? Beautiful! That is beautiful.
Well, coffee would be lovely, but right now Dr. Pepper is my jam. So, maybe next time.
Hi, Surgeon! Nice to see you. I hope you're doing good. I thought I was going to start Chapter 8, but then I remembered that there was this curtain call thing. So, whoops! It's a fine respite. As she said, there is nothing stopping you from enjoying the fresh flavor of the bubbling soft drinks. Focus! I remember you from the follower list, because I noticed that there was a new follower right before I started stream, and that was you. So thank you for the follow! I hope you're doing good. Glad to see you immediately use the Hoffman salute. I appreciate you for that. Do you think we'll ever make it back to our own time?
Of course. We already already have the Equilibrium umbrella saving us from the storm. Just gotta put it into production and distribute it worldwide. Give it 100 years.
Oh, sure! 100 years! Yay!
And bam! It'll be the year 2000 in no time.
Yay!
Alright, maybe that's a bit too long. But we can find a better way for sure. And there's no solid proof that the storm only takes us back to the 20th century, is there? What if, as the dorky biter would say, there is such a thing as a white crow? Maybe the next storm will take us to the future. A future where we can sail into space! Oh, I'm gonna be a rockin' space pirate, that's for sure.
Reckless, that's quite the reference you just made. Oh, no, wait, that's right, she's talking about 37. But it's funny, I was just reading an old manga. I was just rereading an old manga called QED. It's a math manga, but with some murder mystery in it. And there is like a white crow reference in there. So that's cool.
And we'll pop over to Leo and see if any aliens are up for some rock and roll.
But yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. I feel kind of bad if I'm not immediately starting chapter 8. But I completely forgot that this existed. I have to go. Thanks for the Dr. Pepper.
If you ever want more Dr. Pepper, I'm here for you.
I do not mean to click that. But whatever. Oh, so is that it? Do I just talk to people? Oh, hey, this may just be super quick. Oh, so I do have to just talk to everybody. Oh yeah, I can do that. I can do that. It's a piece of cake. A genius has decided to leave behind her ordinary and familiar realm to dive into the chaotic currents of a new world. She stands on the beach, lost in her thoughts, the waves gently lapping at her feet.
Virgin?
She notices new arrival, but her eyes are still fixed on the sea. You know, trauma!
What's wrong? I'm calculating the perfect time to set sail.
I know a person who only speaks in numbers! Yes! 37! You will love John Titor! You will love John Titor!
Really? I've had that idea before and brought it up with the orator congregation. Because the language of the phenomenal world was not precise enough. It often led to misunderstandings. But when they tried it, most did not last a day. I'm surprised there's another great mind like mine in the phenomenal world. They must have a special number.
Oh, please! Please meet John Titor!
I think we'll meet again soon.
Wait, so you can't do more? You can't do more dialogue? Oh, that's... Oh, no, wait, you can. You can just go. Okay, that's good to know. Because I didn't want to know. What do you plan to do once you leave the island?
This question is unresolved. The outside world is too murky, too distant from the essence. My mind becomes clouded and dull, limiting the power of my arcane skills. But maybe I can take it on as a new project. Make this murky world clean again. I think it will be a lot of fun. Sophia will love it too. If she comes back.
Sophia!
I think we'll...
I miss Sophia. I miss Sophia so much. 768 nautical mile flight was barely a warm-up for the pilot and her trusty broom. Perched at the highest point on the island, she takes a moment to fully savor her most recent flight. She takes a deep swig from her canteen before shaking her head.
Hey, Vertin, come drink with me. Only kids like Regulus drink soda. You should get used to vodka.
I'm underage too.
Sheesh, you were never the model student, but now you sound like one. If you're not into drinking holy water, at least chat with me, or the joy of drinking will be lost.
Have you heard anything from Zeno?
Zeno? It's a party over there. They've been wanting to erase Arcana from existence since 1999. And they finally did. The bomb flattened the entire military base, leaving nothing behind. The authorities have officially confirmed her death. Now everyone in Xena is celebrating the victory. There was a commendation ceremony. Even the dogs were honored with medals. But accolades mean nothing to me, so here I am, talking to you. Пока! Maybe you can join me for another ride sometime. Not like the last time when you were sick, but in an actual air fight.
The old lady is trudging along the beach, dragging a suitcase stuffed to the brim behind her. She rarely travels with much luggage, usually preferring to tuck everything into her dress. You can't help but wonder what she could have brought along that would be worth all this trouble.
Is there a gentleman who can help me?
Yes, it's a free gotcha game. I've actually been playing this entire game without paying anything for the pools. I've been able to go and buy as a free player. The only money I put into the game is for, like, the fancy costumes and skins. That's literally all I paid. So it's a very friendly free-to-play game. Like, I was able to get almost all of the 5 stars, nice and easy. Keep in mind, Focus, though, 6 stars exist in this game, and those are the real rare ones. But I still was able to get all of the ones that I wanted nice and easy. And you can, all of the 6 stars are not limited. It's not like Genshin or anything like that. Most of the 6 stars are basically permanent. They will eventually get added to standard in like 3 months or so. But there are some actual limited characters, but they always show up during the anniversaries. So you're pretty much good with anybody, honestly.
Oh, it's Merton! Hooray! Could you act the part of a gentleman and help me carry this suitcase? What's in it? The moving pictures of Typhon I chose for my new island friends, including Typhon and the Auto Island, Typhon and the Pegasus, Typhon and the battle against Jupiter. All are perfect gifts for new friends. I know what you're worrying about, but don't worry. Miss Morsel approved my request, so I asked the Foundation to make copies for everyone.
Just so you know, Focus, this is the sweetest girl in the entire game. She is so wholesome, so innocent, so pure. And she makes poisons. She will murder a man with a smile on her face, but you forgive her because she is just that pure. I love her.
Even though she said something like, no copyright issues in this time and year. Is copying not right in this era? Typhon never cared about such details when sharing with friends.
That's not what she meant, Supplebeam. But you got the spirit. You'll notice strips of black plastic peeking out from her suitcase. They appear to be films.
Could you carry the suitcase for me? Bless your heart.
Be careful how you say that, somebody. I'm a Southern girl. I could have taken that badly. 'Cause there's bless their heart and oh, bless their heart. But I know you mean the first one.
Of course. Leave it to me.
It's better not to expose the films to open light. You take the case in your only free hand.
Thanks again, Vertin. Say, do you happen to know of any dark and empty rooms?
Oh yeah, there's an entire room with a bunch of computers.
We can enjoy Typhon's moving pictures on a wall there with our new friends.
How have things been at the Foundation?
Thank you for asking, Vertin. Everyone at the Foundation may look tough, but they're all really friendly. You see, they only asked for 500,000 Sharpodontes as the compensation for turning the Foundation building into a treehouse. 500,000. Can you believe it? That's not even worth a dragon's heart. I have a feeling the so-called compensation was just a gesture to alleviate my guilt. They were too considerate to embarrass a lady. How chivalrous they were. Besides, I also got acquainted with the great Miss Buanish. She is a lovely lady who has been guiding me through the Foundation. I would have loved to hold a ball to show my appreciation, but Mr. Carson told me that if a lady always responds with, "I need to think about it," then her answer is no.
Mr. Corson was very right. But I also miss him. I miss Mr. Corson.
Perhaps she's not into balls. Have you known Miss Buanish for long, Vertin? Could you possibly share her interest with me?
That is the most out of context fight I have ever seen. I am screenshotting this right now. I'm gonna screenshot this. What the heck, man? I love this game. You can leave Typhon to me.
I knew it, Vertin. You must really enjoy lugging suitcases around.
So yeah, if you're still here, let me show you the characters that I have. And keep in mind, I have not played this game in a year, so this was what I was able to do in the year that I missed. So I got Druvis, who is currently in a Battle Pass skin, Medicine Pocket, also in a skin, Tenet, also in a skin, a Battle Pass skin. These are my main 3 contenders. And then there's Jessica, and Regulus, Gaten, Kakania, who I recently got, Leon, this is the limited character that I was talking about, who just came out, and I just got her with insane luck. But yeah, the ones that are moving like Leon and Lucy, they're the only, if they're moving, but they're limited. Nor, Yenisei, Horopedia, like the ones with the orange undertones here, that's a 6-star. The other ones are just a 5-star. The one with the purple is a 4-star. Blue is a 3-star. And then I believe... yeah, and the green ones are 2 stars, which is down at the barrel, but I still love Miss Radio. I still love Miss Radio. Yeah, and this is John Titor, the person I was talking about earlier.
4869.
Yeah, this was the one I was talking about earlier. She only talks in numbers. She is so cool. I don't even know what it is, but she was like a healer. Yeah. But yeah, you can easily get most of these characters. The 5 stars, they might as well be the 4 stars of the game, just more rarer than the actual 4 stars. And then the 6 stars, you can technically get them permanently. Like, hold on. So like, this doesn't count because this is a limited Like, this character is actually limited for, like, probably another year. They will come back for another year. So, like, when it's an event, that's the current banner of a 6-star. She will, I think, will eventually be added to the permanent banner in, like, 3 months. This one, but it's the permanent banner. You can get pretty much anyone on here. Alright, right details. There we go. See? These are all the 6 stars they can get. And that's a lot of 6 stars. In my opinion, the best one out of all of them is probably Medicine Pocket. Because Medicine Pocket, or Tooth Fairy. Honestly, if you get a healer, you are set. The healer can do such a good job. But I rarely pull on this because I already got all the 6 stars that I want. Like Nor, I got lucky on Nor. And I got insanely lucky on the limited banner here. But yeah, that's how it works. I mean, this is just a rerun. She already had a banner ages ago. This is just a rerun to get a better chance of getting her. So yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's good to zone out and clear your head every once in a while.
The druid is taking a stroll through the worn, torn woods. She rests her hand on the scarred trunk of an olive tree, intently listening to its quiet whispers in the wind. And then to make sure... Okay, there we go.
A beautiful morning to you, Burden.
She is actually a really good DPS. I've been using her ever since I started the game. She is a really good damage dealer. If you get lucky getting her, she will set you through the rest of the game as the plant character in the party. Cause she has a skill where she can disable the enemy. Basically make the enemy just kind of freeze and not be able to do anything for that round. So she is a top tier beginner. A top tier character to use as a newbie. So I highly recommend attempting to get through this, you know?
As you described, this is a forest worth looking forward to. Branches of the trees are arranged in a perfect pattern, showing a sense of harmony and unity. I can see the gentle and caring nature of the guardian of the forest.
That is high praise.
Indeed. All branches follow the same pattern and grow in the same way. The edges of squares give rise to triangles, and the edges of triangles give rise to squares. I may not be familiar with this trimming style, but I can hear the trees humming with joy.
That pattern is called the Pythagoras tree.
I have heard of this Pythagoras. He was a mathematician. Little did I know that his theorem could be expressed on trees. My respects to the sagacity of the ancients.
Arcana has finally been defeated.
Defeating Arcana. I am not certain she can be defeated.
Nah, man, she's dead. She is dead. Absolutely ruined.
To defeat an entity like her, one must first understand her intentions. Manus Vindicte's purpose is clear, but Arcana's is a mystery. She didn't care about anything based on the time I spent with her. In accordance with the laws of nature, fruits fall, seeds take root, and trees bear new produce. The tree can be pruned, its fruit thinned, and even cut down to change its appearance. Yet the inherent law of nature cannot be altered. To me, Arcana is like an unchangeable law, one without any purpose. It cannot be overcome, just as it cannot be changed. I would love to talk to the trees again. They are delightful. Farewell for now.
Oh wow, Lucy is on the island. I repeat, Lucy is on the island. A lady sits in front of the IDM, her expression motionless. She places a hand on her face, her fingers carefully running over her cheeks, as if they were unfamiliar. For a brief moment, you can't quite place who she is. You recognize the metal torso and limbs, but her face seems unfamiliar.
Nice to meet you, Timekeeper.
Ah! Beauty! Beauty! This is the first time I'm seeing you in this form. You are a beauty, Lucy. Thank goodness you're playable, or else I'll be worried about you dying.
I have intended to visit you, but training interfered. Forgive me for meeting you like this instead.
Training?
Yes, training. I was instructed to leave Laplace and go on a vacation. Just as I was wondering where and how I was going to accomplish this task, Madame Z recommended your suitcase. So I prepared this spare body for easier communication with the members in your suitcase. Considering the presence of underage individuals, I opted for a softer material. Hopefully, they will be comfortable with the temperature of my metal. As for my training, it is to master the art of resting.
Sure! Master the art of resting. Master the art of lying down.
I would like to inquire, how does one define the concept of resting?
Lying down. Go to bed. Just turn everything off and just lay down in a bed. Well, resting is when you stop working for a while.
Apologies for the interruption, Timekeeper. This is a paradox. My work has ordered me to rest. If I were to stop working...
Lucy! Lucy, this is not how this works!
Then I would have to stop resting too. Please provide an alternative suggestion.
Alrighty then.
See you soon, Timekeeper. Remember, we still need to complete the resting plan.
Oh, Lucy, I love you. Oh no! Enigma! I love you, my man. So, including Enigma, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. Cool. The IDM has completed its mission, but its screen is still lit. Someone is still on the line.
It's a 7-letter word. The second letter is A and the third letter I. Failing, failure, jailing, painful. No, not these. Open your mind.
What about Rainbow?
Good one. Then the 6 is O, the start of opportunity. Wait, who's talking? There is no one around me. Is the IGM talking? Are you an awakened one?
I love how he has gone through so much pain and suffering with Lucy and Ulrich to the point where he's like, oh no, if the IDM is awakened, I don't want to be rude to this person.
This is Vertin speaking.
The timekeeper? I was so relaxed I forgot to check the microphone.
Oh, I love you, man.
Most of the staff is preparing funerals for the deceased. If you have anything to say, I'll pass it on.
How's Laplace been with Lucy gone? That's saying a lot. That is really saying a lot.
She dumped a mess on Ulrich and I. The research team will become its own department and focus on studying the equilibrium umbrella. And Ulrich and I are going to head it. Once he's done with his hunger strike, we'll have to decide who's going to be in charge of all the boring stuff Madame Lucy couldn't be bothered to deal with. Stuff like politics, getting along with people, and working with other organizations. I must say that Laplace is being overly technocentric here. They couldn't find anyone else to head the department, except for this unsociable researcher, and this awakened thing that can't even show emotions like a normal person. The social scene at Laplace is going to be a disaster.
Oh, for real. I'll leave you to the puzzles.
So were you just here for small talk? I was told it would help with my resocialization. Thanks.
Yeah, good luck, man. Good luck. Oh, Mesper Jr. The terrain builder stands perfectly still by the sea, unaware of her surroundings. A stack of gilded white umbrellas lies piled at her feet. She keeps her weary eyes shut, her body swaying gently in the sea breeze. Put a check on her.
Ugh, it's hot. Please move these people out into the hallway. This room's turning into a sauna.
Shivering sweat builds on her forehead until she slowly begins opening her eyes.
Burton? Thanks for the jacket. But I doubt anyone will catch a cold in this weather. It's been a while since we saw each other outside the Foundation, hasn't it? I should probably thank you for the extra work you're causing me. Finally, I have a chance to escape the daily grind and enjoy some fresh air. Even though some of the Foundation staff are starting to see me as your go-between. Whatever. It's nice to get away from the screaming patients once in a while. Here, the equilibrium umbrellas you requested.
Have you considered a different job?
To do what? Be your errand girl? Sadly, the number of people losing their minds only increased over the years. I'll never be able to leave this job. You should continue your efforts, Verton. Find ways to minimize the impact of the storm on people, as you did with the equilibrium umbrella. That'll save me a lot of trouble.
Thank you for bringing the umbrellas.
It's no big deal. Just part of the job. Now, if you don't mind, please verify the delivery and confirm receipt of the items you requested. The faster you count, the sooner I can take a break.
Her heavy eyelids slide closed again as she drifts into another dream. Matilda! By the way, if anybody new to this game just joined, I forgot to mention something important. I forgot to tell you what this game is about. So, there's this storm. And unlike normal storms, the storm is a really bad storm. The raindrops do not go down. The raindrops go up. And when that happens, it rewinds time. And so we're all trying to stop that. We're trying to stop that from happening. So that's why it's called Reverse 1999. Time travel. The voice owner has found you before you could even look for her. Like a trained athlete, the divination genius charges towards you, her opulism secured under her arm.
Aha! Finally caught you! Think you can hide from me? Did you really think you could sneak off to the twist ball without the knowledge of the monitor assistant Matilda?
This girl is something. I had to ship her with another character, Sonetto.
Twist ball? You can't fool me. The lovely Sotheby has given away the details of your plan. You should feel lucky that I'm soft-hearted and generous with other people's mistakes. Now, if you invite me to this ball, I will forget about what happened.
I'm pretty sure the ball is a funeral. Matilda, I don't think you would be in a funeral.
There is no twist ball, Matilda. Do you really expect me to believe that?
She sees the genuine look on your face, and her confidence starts to waver.
Do you mean that? Was Miss Sotheby pulling a prank on me? Perhaps she forgot that she was supposed to hold the ball. So no one was left out. Elle ne va pas se lancer dans une danse du twist fou. You'd better be telling the truth. I hope you will come up with some more tasteful events next time. And be sure to invite me. As the monitor assistant, I am obligated to be there and supervise.
You're welcome to join us.
Join you? You mean living here with you? Also with her?
The her is Sonetto.
You can't trick me into breaking the rules. I will become a Foundation investigator all on my own. And I will outdo you and Sonetto in this position. By then, you will be hoping to join me, not the reverse.
Reverse 1999! Dup. Sorry, I had to.
Which is not another ball without me, I should hope. You're cleverer than this 13. You know you can't fool me. I will be watching.
Who's next? I have no idea who you are. Oh, Ma'am C! I forgot about the letter C! The direct supervisor chooses the perfect place to meet. It's not too eye-catching, nor is it so quiet that you can't find her easily. She's holding a medal in one hand and a war announcement speech in the other. Her thermos cup is left aside.
Congratulations, Burton. The Foundation is pleased with your recent performance.
I missed you, C! And I'm so happy you have not died yet. I am so happy that you are one of the few NPCs who have not died yet. I will literally get myself a month break if Ma'am C dies in such a horrible way. You can clip me on that one. You can quote me on that one.
I am here to award you on behalf of the Foundation.
She puts the medal and speech in a folder and hands them to you.
I know you're not a fan of these ceremonies, so here's your medal and a brief statement on your achievements.
I can't express how much I appreciate your help, Ma'am C.
That was nothing compared to what you and your friends have done. Even though we now have the Equilibrium umbrella to shield us from the storm, we still have ways to go before we can truly understand it. We will get there, Burton. Slowly but surely.
Is there a new mission?
No need to rush, Burton. Take your time and rest. Enjoy the company of your friends before you set out again. Don't worry about the reports. I'll handle them. You've been busy ever since becoming the timekeeper, and you deserve a break.
4 more to go. Apple! Oh boy. Yeah, I'll have that one. Oh hey! We finally got quote number 69! Nice! Unfortunately, it's fat, but thank you for the quote, Surgeon. I appreciate it. Quote number 69. I'm so happy you didn't die yet. Oh, actually, I probably should have edited that without the reverse 1999 part, but ah well. I'll fix that later. Yeah, and the crazy thing is that I've been waiting forever for an opportunity for a quote number 69. So honestly, that is a good one. That is a good one. I'll edit it later to be slightly better. But yeah, quote number 69. Yay! I can't wait to tell my streamer friends about that. Because me, Nora, and Logan Robo has been talking about our quote 69s and what they were. So thank you very much for that, Surgeon. Red Fruit is enjoying himself peacefully in the wine cellar. Its rosy hue looks incredibly vibrant today, perhaps due to the wine.
Good morning. Or evening, my lady.
Oh no, he's drunk!
Just as expected. The wine on this island is exquisite. This apple, pledges to personally take on the task of documenting these wines and preserving their names for posterity. They will be called Cuvée Aperon, in honor of this respectable school of thought.
Reckless might disagree with the name.
That should not be a problem. She is still too young to drink.
Oh, okay, Apple, okay.
And this apple knows that deep down, she isn't as annoyed by the people and this island as she seems. In fact, she is a natural at adapting. After all, she settled into the Foundation with ease. The apple is immensely grateful that the captain is always by your side, and there is no need to worry. It should also be beneficial for her to see more of the timeline. But please watch over her, Miss Verton. Her rock star spirit may lead her to an early demise.
What?
Like other rock stars, the captain's carefree and daring nature constantly puts her in danger, making every minute potentially her last. This is what this apple has observed in the rock community over the years.
I should probably be off.
Bon voyage, Miss Verton.
Oh, X is next. So it's a 1, 2, 3. We have 3 more to go. Laplace, unpredictable inventor, is busy building another mysterious device on the island. It appears to resemble a catapult.
Hey, Verton. What a lucky surprise.
Oh yeah, I need to double check on the timer. Oh, 11 minutes. In that case, I'll run an ad after this interaction.
I'm setting up a new Goldberg machine. This place is going to be a hub. When a seagull glides over the ocean and builds a nest on one end of this lever, a stone will be flung from the other end, which will fly all the way to... Well, the fun will be spoiled if I tell you now. See for yourself when I'm done.
Oh, X. You rapscallion.
Why don't we talk about something else? Like Laplace? You might want to hear what a mess it is over there.
Has Laplace decided who will be Lucy's successor?
They have no idea who can take her place. She was much loved, as one could tell from that epic farewell. Nobody has the courage to sit on her recharger throne, as you never know when you'll get burned. And it will take some time to transform the office back into a space for living beings to use. I have to admit that sometimes I prefer the chaos. Since nobody has time to tell us what to do, we already have exciting projects in the pipeline.
I better get going.
I'll catch you later. I've got a couple of gadgets to tune up.
Man, he just Persona 3 himself. I forgot about that animation of his. And it's so funny how his hair is literally almost like Makoto from Persona 3. Amazing. Somnecto! Okay, so we got 2 more left. Makes me wonder who's the last one. I'm gonna do, while we're chilling to this music, I'm gonna do a ad break, a 3-minute ad, so that way we will be good for the next hour. And then we will go back to this and finally start chapter 8. So let me see if I can find my button. Do let me know what kind of ad you get when I start it. And then... yeah, we'll get back to it. 3, 2, 1, boom! Yay! Well, since we just did a quote, let's see what we got this time. Quote number 54. Oh, dang it! The friends we made along the way was burned up. You have to be there. You have to be there for the murders on the Uxie River. Which I'm thinking of replaying one day. Because Logan Robo might be playing it one day. So I will replay the game so that I can refresh my memory. Oh yeah, while I'm here, let me put up my promo. And during the break, let's shout out to Shiny Bot. Our shout out Shiny Bot.
I could do this. It might backfire though. It didn't backfire. I got a Yaku for it. I got Rinshan Kaiho.
Oh, go! Oh God! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What kind of time is this? Hold on!
Rinshan Kaiho just means
royal guest.
After a
what the heck, man?
If I declare a con and then the tile I draw because of the con is my winning tile, then I get an extra Yaku.
Hey, Shiny! Oh no! Yeah! I was doing an ad break! I was doing an ad break!
Hope. 72k. Is it not? It's not quite there. It's not quite there. Rough. That is rough. But I got 800k. That's pretty cool. Oh, and then the burn stacks took them over the edge. So I still have a chance to take 40k off of...
That is insane! Hold on. We're going to wait until Shiny Pot's out the ad so I can actually say, hey, thank you for the raid. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that happened. I cannot believe that happened. I was just randomly testing out my Stream Deck command to do a shout out. And I was like, oh, Shiny Bot. Oh, shout out Shiny Bot. And then right at that moment. Right at that moment. Oh my goodness. Welcome back from the ad, everybody! That was insane timing! Yeah, I just booped the ad button, and I was like, you know what? I want to test out my shout-out buttons on my Stream Deck. And so I was like, who do I shout out? I know! Shiny Bot TV! And so I was doing that, and for some reason I played a second shout-out. But then that's when you came in with the raid! I was like, there's no way! There is no way, man! I basically summoned you! I basically summoned you, Shiny Bot! That's amazing! So, because you raided me, I'm gonna screw up. Oh, you wanna play Monchon, so! Oh hey, that was actually the first clip that came up on there. The Monchon game. I hope you had a good time, Shiny Bot! Yeah, I used the power of prediction somehow. I'm a psychic! Man, that was amazing. But yeah, I hope you had a good stream. I was going to start Chapter 8 today. But then I forgot about this friend here. And I really want to get the Soneto skin. I'm almost done. And then I'm actually going to start Chapter 8. But so far, this is actually really cute. Kind of gives you a good way to, like, catch up on the characters. And what a wild roster of characters. I'm so excited to see who's the last one. I mean, I can get the Soneto skin. So let me double check. Okay, evidence should be good. Let me switch through my stream deck. Oh yeah, to all the raiders that just came in and have never heard of me before. Hi, I'm Queen Kitty Bat. I'm a magical girl who was supposed to be part of a magical girl team, but for some reason I was never added to the team until the last minute right after the final boss. So now I use my magical girl powers to stream. And this is one of the games I'm streaming. My first 1999. I'm having a fantastic time. Alright, so the act's over. Yay. Let's go talk to Sonetto. Yeah, that's my lore, and I think it was very funny. You know your chief assistant will be here. Just like she knows you'll come looking for her. It's been ages since you last saw her in anything other than the Foundation. Oh, is she in a new skin? That's how you know an actual holiday is finally... Wow, pegs are flying! Heck is frozen!
Good morning, Timekeeper. We have finally completed all of our assigned tasks.
Whoa, that is very cool. That looks so beautiful. That's amazing. Hold on, I will take a screenshot of that. Take a screenshot of that. Nice. That's so cool. Also, I want to say that this, compared to her other art, I don't know why, but it just feels more freshed up, more refreshing. Even her hair is a lot more fresher. And of course, the glasses! We cannot deny the glasses! Which honestly, I think really makes her win. She's like a ginger Miss Madam C.
The Foundation gave me a break, but...
Also, I just realized, is this a shawl? I forgot what it's called, but it's like a you know, a thing that you can crochet, and then you can put it over their shoulders. That's actually a really nice touch.
I don't know what to do with my free time. Would you mind if I spent some time with you?
Oh! Don't tell Matilda about any of that. Don't tell Matilda that we literally had an entire shipping moment together.
Certainly. We can chat a little.
Her tense shoulders fall in relief.
Thank you, Timekeeper. I wanted to talk to you about the mission we just had. Especially about Sophia.
Sophia! Don't remind me! Don't remind me!
Sorry, this is about to sound like a work report. I'm not very good at small talk. Can you start the conversation?
We'll meet Sophia again!
Yes, as enemies.
But at least she's... Well, on one hand, she hasn't died. She's still alive. On the other hand, she's now our enemy. So if she pulls an Arcana, she might actually die. I do not know which one's better.
I could not understand her motives. She was one of the most devout believers I knew. So why did she turn her back on Aperon? She knew Manus Vindicte never cared for the lives of others. She witnessed the suicide attacks carried out by Manus followers on the island. She experienced it all firsthand. I know that their intention was to provoke war, and the invading soldiers must have had their assistance. The islanders were thrust into war, their beliefs shattered, and their vulnerability then exploited by the Manus, who welcomed them with open arms.
You know what funny? So funny how Sonetto was like, I wonder why Sophia went over to their side, and then immediately started listing all the reasons why she went over to their side.
I feel frustrated, like I've lost another debate. I knew the right answers, but could not articulate it. I had to watch them die without being able to convince them otherwise. I wish I didn't lose this debate, Timekeeper.
I love how she had that entire rant. And then Fortune's like, sorry, I have other friends to attend to.
It's okay, Timekeeper. Don't let me keep you. I'm not going anywhere.
Boop!
We can talk later when you have time.
Alright, who's the last one? Who is it? Miss Radio! Oh, that's the best character to talk to! She is the best character in this entire thing. I still say that she needs a skin. Miss Radio needs to get a skin. The great Radio is basking under the sun, bathing in its warm. Yeah, I'm so cool. Honestly, the main story is the reason why I got so obsessed with Miss Radio. To the point where I'm like, please give her a skin. I don't care if she's a 2-star. She needs a skin. Since she doesn't have a human face to make expressions, it's hard to read her mood. However, since the 5th Dimension's Aquarius is playing from her speakers, it might suggest she is in good spirits. She snaps up the moment she notices their presence, and the music shifts to a 4-note motif, just like Beethoven's Fate knocking at the door. Also, I just realized, is she the only 2-star that is in the actual main story? Because I know there's been a couple of 4-stars, like Miss Fortuna, Sonetto, etc., etc. But I'm pretty sure Miss Radio is the only 2-star. Unless Door just suddenly comes out of nowhere and is actually part of the Madness Vente, and he's like, "Wah-ha-ha! I've been here all along!"
Hello? Miss Verton, what brings you here? Have they finally decided my verdict? I hope my recent actions were enough to prove my innocence.
She shivers nervously, and the music seems to crackle along with her. Of course! In fact, we couldn't have achieved any of this without you, the best girl in the entire game!
Really? That is wonderful news. I am relieved to hear that I have been helpful. These past few days have left me on edge, wondering if they would pry open my battery cover, or submerge me in formalin, or even take me apart in search of enemy signals. Thank you for your confidence in me, Miss Verton. So, am I allowed to move freely within the Foundation now?
Hold the phone! I just realized something. Oh, but that's hilarious. I never noticed. She has the Illuminati. The triangle. I never noticed that. And the old screw in the middle makes it look like an actual eye. Which unfortunately I'm a Gravity Fall fan, so I immediately thought of Bill. But that actually makes her more cooler now. Or maybe like the Bermuda Triangle.
I could use a little cleaning, polishing, and perhaps a coat of wax, if I can find someone to do it.
I shall leave you to your leisure.
In that case, why don't we enjoy a little pampering time together? We could slather ourselves in machine oil, bask in the sun, and let the rays zap our impurities away.
That's great, Miss Radio. That's great. Alright! Get me my Sonetto!
The lake is overflowing. It's cold, just like a flowing wine. Wait, where am I?
I like how they added an entire animation to fit in her glasses. Top tier. Awesome. So that's the curtain call. Honestly, I like that they did this. They could have put all this into an actual main story thing, but they made it like sort of like an event, so you can get a Sonetto outfit. That's so cool. Awesome. Let me check on my timer. Okay, we're at 48 minutes. Oh, I got mail. What did I get? Oh, a survey. Psh, I could do that later. I could do a survey later. Alright. Because we are finally starting Chapter 8, I'm gonna update the title. Finally! Chapter 8! Yippee! When I'm doing the VOD highlight, I'm just gonna squish the curtain call and with the Chapter 8. Mostly because I don't know how to cut the highlights properly. So let's go! Oh! Now this is a location! This is a nice location. Oh. Oh no, there's a lighthouse. I sure hope Jessica's not there. But this is cool. Let me drink my water. I'm trying to remember the trailers. When I watched all the trailers of the game, I'm trying to remember. I think this was I'm trying to remember the name of the girl. But this, I think, came out on the same patch that La Para, the girl who can shoot her gun. I think this was where she came out. So I'm wondering if we will be meeting her in this chapter. Yee-haw! Thank you, ShinyBot TV, for the yee-haw! I'm so glad people are actually using that now. Because I have that from the beginning. And I understand that you have to like watch a good amount in order to get it. But I love hearing myself say, yeah! Alright. Chapter 8. Stage 1. Unshakable Justice. Facing the Facing the firing squad, you must hold on to your dignity, even as a traitor. Yeah, that was definitely a good moment, ShinyBot. Nice job. Also, what the heck is this description? I thought we were having a happy ending there, from Chapter 7. What do you mean we're going to be hit by the firing squad? Tristis tropicus. Okay, I know that second word. It means tropical.
Cowards!
La Para!
Engineers!
La Para!
Traitors!
I knew it! I knew she was in this.
You've made your choices. Now you'll learn the consequences. Zeno never forgives.
Oh, she's the leader of the firing squad!
Attention! Ready! Aim! Fire!
So, La Para is a canonical murderer.
A shame you had to see all that.
What a roller coaster I just went through! First of all, I'm like, yay, I'm starting Chapter 8! I'm in a firing squad! I'm gonna find out about La Para, the cute old girl with a cute old gun slinging around! It's the leader of the firing squad! She is a canonical murderer with the gun! And then this man shows up! What the heck, man?! Also, even though La Para is a canonical murderer, considering that we have literally Isolde, who has stabbed and shot people, La Para's more surprising because she's a girl. Anyway, yeah, what amazing timing, Loki Robo, coming right into a firing execution. Igor. Oh man, we're really personing up in here, huh? So let me see the message Shiny Bot posted. Tristis Tropicus. The French title translates literally as Sad Tropics. It's a memoir first published in France in 1955 by the anthropologist and sociologist Claude Lévi-Strauss. Interesting. I love learning things. But yeah, Igor, man, Igor has gone through some rough times before going to Persona 3. Let me drink some water. And also, a shame you have to say all that. Yeah, just a girl leading a firing squad. No biggie. No biggie.
Our second Lieutenant Lopera is a crackshot. I trained her to be nothing less. Yet no soldier of Xeno would take pride in an execution.
I'll be honest, I do not remember seeing a firing squad in the trailer for this, so you can imagine my surprise. I was like, oh yeah, I remember Lopera was in this. What do you mean she's leading the firing? Oh, she's the second lieutenant. Cool. Also, what's that you're holding there, sir? That looks really cool. Oh, and he's packing the entire gun. He was packing a gun.
The burden falls on me. This was my fault. My negligence.
The soldiers collapse, their limp bodies falling among the weeds. You know, just a normal everyday in Chapter 8. Now blood stains the soil.
She hunted down these traitors herself.
Emmy, check the bodies. The rest of you, form up.
I thought she was supposed to be chipper. I thought she was supposed to be happy and chipper. Watch, as soon as all this done, she turns around and is like, yay! The soldiers leave in formation amid the clearing smoke as the medics arrive to examine the deceased, one by one. Lopera hands the rifle to the attendant, removes her gloves, and turns to face Antromil Igor. He stands in the shaded colonnade, away from the blazing sun of Sao Paulo.
Orders completed, Admiral.
Oh, you know what, I was wrong. I thought she was a younger girl. But no, that's just a teenager. She's just going through a firing phase. Yeah, that's what it is, a firing phase. A rare smile flashes across the Amdurul's face. He nods, a glimmer of approval for his adopted daughter in his eyes.
Well done. Dismissed.
Lopera salutes before following the soldiers away from the execution grounds.
There have been too many accidents. An unacceptable rate.
The Admiral's face shows discomfort. The recent soldiers' dissertations, like the leaked footage, have exposed the embarrassing state of the Xeno army.
What reason could you have to kill your own men?
Not our men. Not any longer. They mutinied and killed their superior officer.
So they got what they deserved then.
Lieutenant Muldir is investigating still. We will find out who else was involved.
Yeah, I love how Elia is also involved in this chapter so far, which makes sense. She's basically already part of an army. So it's gonna be interesting seeing her have more of a role. Hopefully they don't kick her out.
The Apostles' Brotherhood is back. We suspect they may have even infiltrated our base. We've also received intel indicating Manus Vindicta's presence in Sao Paulo.
Also, can I just say something? I feel really bad doing the current event, but for this chapter, the showdown in Chinatown, because apparently that takes place after this, which is, I know, Katie, Captain Obvious, but I didn't think that they would bring up stuff about what happened in Chapter 8 and that event. So now I sorta know about a character in this chapter. So it's gonna be interesting.
Manus Vindictae? I'm not entirely surprised. Intelligence suggests they are closely associated with the Apostles' Brotherhood. What I hadn't expected is that they would drop their Order of Enlightenment guys so soon.
Well, they were mentioning, Shinybot, it's about Anjonala. Cause, you know, cause I remember from the trailer, so I got lucky being spoiled by that part. She was controlled with the old toy thing. And they mentioned in the event that that was one of the things that was stolen alongside the film. Yeah, and so that was the thing. I was like, crap, this takes place after that. And yeah, it's not really a big deal. If anything, it just builds suspense. Cause you're like, ooh, stolen artifacts, and Anjonala is one of them.
But Arcane is dead.
There is no room for doubt. No one, nothing could survive a vacuum bomb.
It was the Admiral's personal order to annihilate that once performable woman. Destruction rained from the sky, and once the dust settled, it was clear she had been utterly obliterated. The sun glistens in the flowing blood of the executed soldiers. Oh boy. Sweat gathers on her forehead.
You will become used to the tropical sun in Sao Paulo.
I hate the sun. The early summer heat is overwhelming. At least I'm doing this on perfect timing, because it's about to be summer soon. And I hope that my area does not get a heat wave, because we once got a heat wave before, and it was so bad. We were standing outside of a Hot Wings place trying to get our order, and it was so hot.
I've been through a lot worse. Snowy mountains, deserts, and soaring eagles.
I do find myself thinking back to those times. It should never have been a battleground. Our business here is concluded. Timekeeper, Lieutenant Lilia, let us continue inside.
Do you really need me in there, Capitan? Otherwise, I'd like to hang out here for a bit.
She gulps down some sweet liquor, but it provides no succor. It lacks the frosty flavor of the north. Oh yeah, because she's like Russian, I think. Either Russian or something else that's up north. Oh, my bad. The drink is lethargic, but it's all the base has to offer. And Sao Paulo, soda is cheap, but rum is cheaper and near endless supply. Yeah, that's the real question, by the way. Good question, Shiny Pot. Why the heck is Fortune and Elia just watching La Pera, the teenage girl, lead a firing squad? That is absolutely wild. But I bet the explanation is like Igor wanted to show them about the situation fine and be like, see, traitors out here. We got an actual situation. But like he could have done a better job with that.
I'll check on Sotheby. See you both later. Пока.
On the bright side, Sotheby was not here. Can you imagine if Sotheby, the sweet, innocent girl, watched this? If she watched people die from bullets?
Dismissed, soldier. But I caution you. Much has been abandoned here. Remember our rules and keep to within the guarded areas.
Oh hey, I know this office! They use this office everywhere. A simple office. Military papers litter the walls and shelves, and a phone sits on the side table. A few dice are scattered casually on the desk.
There may be a person of interest to us nearby. A writer for the Atom magazine, said to be a blind woman named Irt. Her works seem to be published after every era the storm has affected.
If this is what I think it is, Igor, we already got to a dead end. Because if you say a blind woman, there was a blind woman on the island. She's dead! She is dead! I don't think she's coming back, sir.
It could be this is only an alias. A pen name used by a new person each time. Or
could she really have crossed the storm 8 times? And somehow the storm has never affected her. Miss Barbara provided us with some information.
Oh, stop! Barbara, mention? I really hope that they put the hotel event into recollections, because I so badly want to play that event. Mostly because I have a theory about it and with Anjo Nala. But hey, Barbara!
She said the latest piece was sent from a veteran's residence in Sao Paulo.
I understand they have a doctor working there. A blind woman. If so, she would match our intelligence on this mysterious Atu writer. You should seek her out. You are fortunate to have come now, Timekeeper. Carlos, the late commander here, was something of a pain to work with. An idiot. Maybe this is why his own man rose up and killed him.
Okay, I'm not going to say much because of spoilers. But him mentioning Carlos and how he's an idiot reminded me a lot about Zero Time Dilemma, which is the dirt game for Zero Escape. There's a character also named Carlos. He is also an idiot, but I love him. Just wanted to say that. He turns away.
We've already dispensed with most of them.
Those men you just had executed?
Yes. La Pera raided one of their locations. Manus Vindicti will not be so happy to hear that.
Hold on, I gotta fix my headphones. Dum, 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 dum.
She was, I'm told, excessive in her work. A loose cannon. But I'm pleased with her results.
He seems to hold La Pera in high regard. Cold, ruthless, decisive, qualities that don't quite match her sweet face and fiery orange hair. That's exactly me, Burton. That was exactly me. I thought she was gonna be wholesome.
Admiral, with you in charge here now, I thought I might ask a favor.
She needs to familiarize herself with the local area, transportation, and intelligence.
Things may become quite complicated during our visit to Sao Paulo. I wonder if I might request Zeno spare some manpower to assist us.
Our situation is more dire than expected. I will see what can be done, Timekeeper, but no promises.
The 17 towers and 22 courtyards at the base were once all fully patrolled, but now most of them are abandoned.
Lieutenant Muldir will provision you with everything you need. And Lopera, she knows São Paulo well. You may take her with you as a guide.
The Admiral has offered all the assistance he can spare. He sighs at the state of the base.
Now, Timekeeper, there is also something you might do for me.
He seems resigned. Zeno is just like this depleted base, a weakened shadow of its former self.
As long as it's within my power, Admiral.
I see that you have one of ours with you, Lieutenant Lilia. I ask that she serve us for the duration of your mission here. She's a fine instructor, and Xena is in need of help training our latest recruits.
Well, normally I wear up Chat. But then I remember she's a playable character. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
I'll speak with her and see what she thinks.
Thank you.
The role of the Famias, if they're not playable, then hey, you just gotta pray. But if they are playable, then yeah, they have a carefree life, possibly with trauma.
I should return to my work. Your comrades should be waiting for you in the meeting room with Lieutenant Moldir.
That's a powerful start! That is a powerful start. Oh! Hi! Hi, Lapera! Paths of the past. Viewing Lapera's path. What, do we have a new mechanical design? You collected a Lapera's fragment. Go see it in the paths of the past. Try saying that multiple times. Go see it in the paths of the past. Go see it in the paths of the past. Go see it in the paths of the past. Never mind. What does even this do? Drag the fragments to the top of the panel to connect them and gain access to monologues. Once you connected all the fragments, more stories will be unlocked. I never thought it was a disgrace. On the contrary, it was the most horrible task Xenos ever gave me. Oh, that's about it. Cool. Alright, let me double check my timer. Okay, we're good. 25 minutes. Stage 2. A new photo of an old friend. And the reflection of the pooling rainwater. She sees an old friend. Yee-haw! That was good timing, ShinyBot! Right as I clicked the button. Amazing job! Under the shadow of the colonnade, the orange-haired girl absent-mindedly kicks at the ground, sipping a cold drink. She better not be underage. She watches as a beetle scurries across the courtyard, disappearing into a patch of reeds. Weeds. I have no idea what I said, but weeds.
What are you doing out here alone?
Okay, I already have a bad feeling about this girl. Cause I've seen the trailers. She dips under the shadow of the colonnade, the sun streaming in behind her. The orange-headed girl raises her hand to block the glaring sunlight as she tries to make out the woman's face.
Hmm? Molly!
Oh no, a Molly? Oh. Girl. Good things does not usually happen to a Molly. It's her sister, Moldir. They grew up together under the watchful eye of their adoptive father. She tosses her drink aside, her face lined up like a puppy wagging his tail as she runs towards her sister. Aww.
At ease, soldier. You've really been building some strength, haven't you?
She pats her sister's head as she hugs her tightly.
And you are sprouting up like a weed.
And you? Looks like they've been feeding you well.
Returning the favor, she slips her hand under her sister's... Oh! I thought that was going to go down a different direction! But no! She pinches her soft belly! I thought that was going to be worse! Phew!
Pera! Stop it!
Yeah, but that's on me for picking it. That was on me. Just an old prank.
How long will you be staying this time?
Not long. Father plans to leave soon. He was furious when he heard about the defections. He ordered that he be brought here immediately.
As the Admiral's most trusted lieutenant and child, she has accompanied him to the Sao Paulo base.
Perhaps you might leave with us when the new CO arrives.
She seems hesitant. Only the Admiral decides who stays and who goes, whether it be her, Lopera, or anyone else.
Really? But I don't know. Things are going well for me here, Molly. I enjoy being near the veterans' residence.
And I'm happy for you. The wisdom of elders is worth its weight in gold.
Come on. You sound just like him. Speaking of him, didn't the old man come with you?
Hey, I got a question, Shiny Bot. By any chance, do you have a VOD of their own stream of this chapter? If so, I definitely have to check it out at some point. I would love to see the reaction to that entire beginning. She looks around, but Admiral Igor is nowhere to be seen.
He's still with the timekeeper, in his office.
Not what I expected her outfit to look like. I thought this was a long coat. Girl, you really put a belt on it? Why? Ah, well. Let me actually take a screenshot of this one. There we go.
Ah, so you snuck out just to see me? Did you really? You did!
No. I came to, weed. The grounds have gotten so messy since the shutdown.
Weeding! A ridiculous excuse! Who would bother the trappist through all these desolate courtyards just to pull a few plants?
You're lying. Those ears of yours are scarlet red.
This has always been one of her difficulties. Her face may be steely, but her glowing red ears always give away the truth.
Alright, no more joking. We should get to the meeting room. Our Foundation guests are waiting. I would like to get back before they realize I've slipped away.
Alright, but while we go, let me tell you about the prisoner we captured during our raid.
Really? That's how you bond?
And a strange little sheep in a bottle.
Amid the grass, a hummingbird watches the two as they walk away, talking and laughing together. It turns its gaze towards the tower in the south of the base. The room is simple, sturdy, and clean. A military room through and through. Suppleby and Elliot are idly looking around the reception room. Photographs of veterans are proudly hung on the wall. They're arranged in chronological order.
1968.
The soldiers look grim. They avert their eyes from the camera, a hollow look within them. It was a victory without flowers or honor.
Izmir. I've never heard of it. I wonder if they have any Abang Akas there.
In one photograph, soldiers stand in formation under a row of date palms. They gaze off into the glimmering coastline.
1986. Rio de Janeiro. Rio. Hold on. Is that...
Rio de Janeiro. Among the soldiers, she spots a face that is all too familiar.
Mr. Carson?
No! That's why Suppleby is frame. Mr. Carson disappeared in the storm of 1929.
Oh, you have friends in Rio?
Alia, let me tell you a very long story that will be concased in a single chapter. I call it Chapter 2. It was a long chapter, lots of laughs, lots of trauma, but most importantly, we lost Mr. Carson and a very awesome girl who sure have been playable named Snyder, and I scream every time I think about Snyder. Snyder! But yeah, sorta. Elia takes the photo off the wall.
I can't believe it! That simply must be Mr. Carson.
She will never mistake him. He looks livelier than before. His hair is darker and wilder, but his features are unmistakably those of her dear butler. Oh, good to know, Shiny Bot. So I guess that means I can actually watch your reaction to the entire firing squad. So that's going to be beautiful.
The storm. I saw him. He dissolved.
Mr. Carson? What? You mean this old geezer in the photo? What are you talking about?
Sympathy nods her head fervently.
Why, this must be Mr. Carson. There's no two men in the world that could look so alike. Could it be a doppelganger? Or an evil twin? But then, surely, Mr. Carson would have mentioned a twin brother. Even an evil one.
Well, considering that this is a time-traveling game. Nah, they would never do that. I was going to say, imagine they time travel, but then they time travel to a period where Mr. Carson is a young man, still alive, still happy. But I don't think that would happen. I don't think that exists.
Nose? And his eyes. Though he's not wearing his glasses, but I know those wrinkles.
Sympathy continues to talk to herself. The man in the photo looks just like Mr. Carson, save for the smile on his face. You know, I find it funny how you show me this, but I can't tell which one is the so-called Mr. Carson. The stern old butler would never smile like that, dang girl.
I have to look closer.
The man literally smiled before he died, Sympathy.
I must be mistaken. But he's so very like the Carson I remember.
Like a potion in a bottle, 1,001 questions bubble up in her mind. She almost pushes her nose against the dusty glass of the picture frame as she tries to make out every detail. Yeah, that's what I do, ShinyBot. When I upload the VODs, I always add what stages I did in there, so that way, if someone ever finds my channel, it's like, oh, I wonder what her reaction to this is. They can easily find that. I was also... I was in the process of doing this, but I was also like adding, like you said, chapters to the thing, like timestamps, so that way you know which stage specifically.
Maybe then, Mr. Carson could still be...
The dust has gone into her nose. Bless you in advance, Sympathy.
Phew!
You're welcome, Sympathy. Admiral Igor strides into the room.
Where is Lieutenant Muldir?
He looks around. Mulder was supposed to be welcoming their new guests.
Sir, timekeeper.
Elia immediately straightens up, saluting the Admiral.
Miss Barton, come and look.
Sympathy waves at her, the photograph clutched in her hand. Thank you, ShinyBot, for the lurk. Enjoy the royal seats. I hope you can figure out dinner soon enough before you starve. And if you do eventually figure out the dinner, I hope it's a good dinner. A wonderful feast.
Mr. Carson could still be alive. Huh?
Still alive? The Mr. Carson who vanished before their eyes in the storm of 1929?
I guess Sotheby saw someone familiar in one of these veterans' photos. You know this Carson guy?
Know him? I saw him die!
Look! Look!
How could it be? Mr. Carson was erased by the storm of 1929! A fact that we keep reminding every player after they suffer the trauma of Snyder.
He does bear a striking resemblance to Mr. Carson, if my memory serves me right.
Yet, here he is, in a photo dated 1986. The Admiral strides over and examines the photo.
Oh, 86. We lost many good soldiers to the Amazon that year. But some battled through, survived.
Oh, I have a theory. I'm pretty sure this will immediately get debunked, but I have a theory. What if Mr. Carson is not from 1920? What if he was doing in the war in the 80s and he was going through everything, and then a storm came in and he ended up rewinding all the way to 1920, and then he finds a family, and that family was like, hey, you sir, you look like you could be a wonderful butler, come join us, work for us, and then he becomes the butler, and then that's how he ends up dying in 1929. That's the theory! That's the theory! He was originally from 86! But while he was fighting, he somehow got rewound, first 1999 rewound, all the way to 1920s.
This man is one of the latter. You're saying that you've met this man before?
In 1929!
He looks remarkably similar to a friend of ours who we lost in the storm in 1929. In fact, Admiral, they appear to be nearly identical. It's almost unthinkable.
I must say, Mr. Carson would never dress like that. But I'm certain this is him.
Just looking at him brings back memories of her dear old butler.
That is fascinating.
Igor, mind you telling us the name of this guy so we don't keep doing this misunderstanding?
Do you know if this man is still alive?
I couldn't say. Doubtful he would be in our service anymore. But you may find him at the veterans' residence in São Paulo.
Give us the man's name! I don't understand why you're not telling us his name. Because literally, somebody keeps saying Mr. Carson. Surely, if this is not the same man, you would be like, Mr. Carson? But that's not the name. Sao Paulo, the veterans' residence. Like items washed to the shore. Secrets and answers gather there, waiting for the birds to carry them away.
Oi, pessoal!
Thank you for your patience.
The two of them were met with a cold look from the Admiral. That look. That is a look of disapproval.
Sir.
Oh yay! We finally got a stage! Yay! Insight 2, level 50. Awesome. Is that who I think he is? Is that the sneaky girl Anjanala? Let me check my timer. Oh, we have 8 minutes left. In that case, I'm gonna run another ad. I mean, we will resume the chapter 8 stuff. Let me see, where is it? Oh, here we go. So, do let me know what kind of ads you get. And then afterwards, we will resume back into chapter 8. And 3, 2, 1, boop! Alright. Might as well do another shout out. Thankfully, I think I'm gonna shout out Logan Robo. Because there is no way he is going to somehow raid me. Because he's a man who goes and streams at 9:40. And he is 8:18 right now. So I'm gonna give a shout out to Logan Robo. But I will immediately shut it off if it turns out to be a Danganronpa clip.
Okay.
Oh, come on! It's a Danganronpa clip! Are you kidding me, Logan? Why did you have to do the Danganronpa clip? Why?
What?
And the fact that that was the same clip that played last time.
Somehow.
I'm waiting until it's done.
My body. I will look.
Okay, never mind. We are not going to watch any of Logan Robo's clips. Also, why did it post 2 of these? I don't know why, when I do the shout out, it puts 2 of these for some reason. I don't know why it did that. I'll have to check into some of my other stuff. But anyway, are we almost done with the ad? Oh yeah, feel free to follow the Discord. It's a very cool Discord. Alright, we got 40 seconds left. Awesome! Ba bee ba ba bee ba ba bee ba 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 bee ba bee ba bee ba 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 bee ba bee 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 ba 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 bee 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 ba 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 wa ba 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 ba. Alright, the ad should be done. Welcome back, everyone, from the ad. I hope it was a very good ad. Alright, let's go to stage 3. Let me double check OBS. Yep, we're good. So, this is Insight 2 level 50. I mean, so if I can clear this on this stage, I'll be able to get... Okay, apparently we're going to get a soundtrack. I accidentally spoiled myself. Whoopsie-doo! Stage 3! The Minotaur! Following the Fred's guidance, she finds the way out. Hey, that's a reference I know.
Lieutenant Muldir, about time. What was it? Did you stop for a picnic?
She was reading! A scolding comment. Muldir was supposed to be taking care of Miss Suppleby. It seems she has abandoned her duties. First of all, duties. Second of all, how could you abandon Miss Suppleby? That's That's a war crime!
Admiral,
Save your excuses.
Yes, sir.
It was my fault, Admiral. I ran into her on our way here. It's been a while since we last saw each other.
As her father glares at her, she quickly realizes that her attempt to cover up for her sister is only making things worse.
Your performance on the training ground early was most impressive, Miss Lepera.
She breaks the awkward silence.
Allow me to introduce my team. This is Miss Sotheby.
Sotheby smiles and curtsies, as a wonderful lady would do.
And this is Lieutenant Lilia.
She gives a brief salute.
How's it going? I was previously assigned to HQ.
It seems your assignment here has done little for your discipline, Lopera.
The Admiral stands with his hands behind his back. He then examines his undisciplined daughter, a grim look on his face.
You have new orders. I'm assigning you to accompany the Timekeeper and her team to Sao Paulo for the duration of their mission.
Lopera nods, but Elia still has questions.
Me and Lepera? That's a whole lot of firepower. What are we expecting during this mission?
Oh, sorry, Lilia. I haven't had the chance to speak with you privately. The Admiral asked if you could stay on site to help with training their new recruits. What do you think? You can do as you wish.
Training up some new blood, eh? Well, as long as you think you can handle things without me, I can stick around to lend a hand. It will be just like the good old days back at the Academy.
She knows that this isn't a request, but an order.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
He nods and smiles and faints. His smile fades as he turns to his youngest daughter.
As for you, Lopera, please show our guests to their rooms. And try not to overexert yourself.
Orders have been given to everyone present.
Lieutenant Lilia, stay for a moment. Lieutenant Moldier will bring some documents shortly. They should prove useful for your assignment.
Mulder, briefly out of the Admiral's sight, shrugs helplessly as her orders start to pile up. Elia gives her a knowing smile. It's always like this. It's just part of the job.
Now, I have other business to attend to. If you'll excuse me.
He turns and leaves, his imposing figure soon disappearing from sight. Lopera exhales a long breath, snaps her fingers and smiles as she heads towards the door. She turns to her guests.
Come on, let's go. I'll show you around. But stay close. This base can be a bit of a labyrinth. It's only missing a bloodthirsty minotaur lurking its halls. Well, I haven't seen him yet anyways. The base here has been understaffed for some time. Whole sections are deserted. It can be dangerous. We don't usually allow guests to move about freely. Well, who am I kidding? We don't have any guests in the first place. Who'd come here for a visit? Scenic views of dead gardens and overgrown brush? In the spring, we have vine-tripping competitions. And in the summer, you can be part of our complimentary bug buffet.
Hey! A bug buffet! Hold on. I have just the emote for this. Hold on. This is urgent. This is of utmost importance. Huzzah! The buckets! All hail the butt-shaped nuggets!
Even the farmers back home had it better than these.
She leads the way, chewing on a piece of wolf's tail grass.
Before Zeno moved in, this was the fort of some Lisbon aristocrat.
The shadows of the old continent are everywhere here. The ghosts of the 18th century still clinging to every mark of the marble columns.
There's only one place fully off limits here. That tower.
She points to a tower in the distance. Stylized after Andalusian architecture, it stands ominously under the scorching sun, looming over the base with an eerie intensity. Yeah, I was about to say, I love the architecture of all of this. And then you have like this section and stuff.
What's in there?
It must be the Minotaur's lair! Or a secret lab for super soldiers!
Sympathy's imagination is running wild again, and I love her for it.
Imbued with the strength of an ox, the wits of a man, and the wings and fiery breath of a dragon!
Senora, this is a Xeno base, not some chimera's nest. Besides, if there were any monsters in there, I would have heard them by now.
Were those the Admiral's exact words? That nobody is allowed inside the tower?
Yeah, that was what he said. Under no circumstances is anyone to be allowed inside.
Then a quick peek around wouldn't exactly violate the letter of our order.
Miss Vertin, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Is there treasure inside the tower?
Let me say this again. There are no monsters in that tower, and I am under orders to escort you directly to your rooms.
She blinks. Clearly, curiosity isn't only in the hearts of these new guests.
But if we were to say walk a bit too close and accidentally provoke some nearby creatures...
Mischievous critters often wander in the courtyards, and these ones have appeared just in time.
Oh, how terrible! It seems trouble has found us.
Alright, the first fight of Chapter 8. It's a bunch of random critters. Yay! Oh, I love this music. Oh, I love this music. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's very good music right now.
I don't like to resort to violence, but accidents happen.
Whoa!
Sadly, these are counted.
Now, those are cats of pride! I guess you could say it's a pride of lions? Yeah, I know.
Sterilized.
Intriguing, isn't it? Just as I knew.
No need to worry.
Watch my clothes.
Wear gloves.
Oh, what just happened there? Oh no, we have a Discord feature? No! Why would you do that? Oh boy.
Sterilized.
Well, in that case, I'll get rid of this one.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Good timing.
Get out of here!
Just as I knew.
No need to look back.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Just wait, with bated breath.
Just like real diamonds.
Wear gloves. The reticent woods are watching you.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Oh, hi. I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
Just like real diamonds. Time to wake up, gentlemen. Glad to be of service, my lady.
Sterilize.
Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you.
Come on, stand up. There's one more round.
Well, that was an easy stage. Also, I got a soundtrack. That's cool.
They gave me quite a start. Thankfully, they were easy to handle.
We can't let them run off. Who knows what damage they could do?
Lopera chases after the fleeing critters, who just so happen to be heading in the direction of the tower. It is nothing more but a coincidence, am I right? The half-hour-long game of tag finally comes to an end.
Now where could they have gone?
Ooh. She searches for the colorful critters, a serious look on her face. In her concentration, she bumps into a wooden door flanked by lemon trees.
It may well be possible they fled into the tower.
The door stands at the base of the tower.
Is this the entrance? Timekeeper!
Clary, this door is not supposed to be opened.
Mi viejo, the Admiral. He won't be happy with this.
The sight of it is tantalizing. Just a touch, and it will swing open, revealing all of the mysteries within.
But why? Is there something hidden inside?
Claw marks line the wall, and blood stains the door. Rabbit blood! Bull blood! Unblessed lamb blood! I love how they specifically have to say unblessed. Good on them. The wind stirs up the lemon trees, filling the air with the faint scent of bay and myrtle.
There's an arcane array on the door. Is it to stop us from entering? Or to keep what's inside from coming out?
The arcane array looks ancient. It has weakened with time. She traces the markings with her fingertips. The blood flakes off, breaking a small gap in the array.
I have no idea. We're soldiers. We follow orders, no questions. As mi viejo would say. With all the flooding we've had, they probably shoved everything they wanted to keep safe and dry in there.
Lopera.
Mulder rushes from behind, pointing an engineering accidental adventure.
You get lost on your way to the guest room, Spera. You know better than to be here. Your ship will be leaving early tomorrow morning. Please return to your rooms and get some
sorry.
rest.
I think I just bumped the microphone. Sorry about that, guys. I hope nothing happened.
This is a military base, not an amusement park. Please, do not wander about, especially near restricted areas.
My apologies, Lieutenant. Perhaps you could point us in the right direction.
She steals one more look at the tower as they leave. The fruits on the lemon trees are plum and juicy. The old beast blood array appears dark in the sunlight. The one door creaks open a little, allowing an insect to fly inside through the gap.
The seal. It's gone.
Inside the tower, the sole prisoner has been quietly listening to the conversation. There's a ship leaving tomorrow morning. As the footsteps trail off, she gently pushes the door. The seal is indeed gone. She's free. Perfect timing, Looney! Angel Nala just escaped the tower where she was supposed to be locked, which surely will not have terrible consequences. That was actually perfect timing. Done! 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 Oh no! I see her! I see her, you flickering right there! Being a sneaky lady! Oh boy. Actually, I'm gonna go see if I can turn on that new soundtrack. Oh, I like this one. Sorry, Sophia. I'll return back to you at some point, I guess. But yeah, I forgot that I had this curtain call, so I went through this section, and then I finally started the chapter. And so far I just got to stage 4. Very interesting, by the way! The intro to this, the way that La Pera, the sweet, lovely girl who I thought was nice and innocent, is leading a firing squad! Not once did I expect that to happen. Anyway, Chapter 8, Stage 4. Yeah, she's a dark horse, that's for sure. Let me double check my timer. Okay, 40 minutes, awesome. Then, your life is handed over to the river, and you are forced to struggle against the current. What the heck are these descriptions? Oh boy, I can't wait to meet this wonderful legend. Angel Nala. A journey always starts with a farewell.
Here, put this on, Pera. It will allow me to track you should anything happen.
She fastens a small button to her sister's collar. This button connects the two of them tightly. With this, they will always be able to find each other no matter where they are. Watch this be a Chekhov's button. Like something's back going to happen, and then the button's going to be held up in the sky, and La Pera's going to be thinking about the sister, and then BAM! The sisters come out of nowhere! Just absolutely killing everybody! That's what I think, at least. They kiss on both cheeks.
You'll remember to bring father a souvenir this time, yes? And promise me you will be careful. I do not wish for our Pera to buy the farm just yet.
Don't worry about me, Molly. Worry about them. I'll kill them all if I have to. Every last one.
She makes sure to empathize the totality of her determination.
All right. Enough blabbering. Do you two always share these little heart-to-hearts whenever you leave? I got nothing to say except bye. Or is the tortoise suddenly not so worried about its speed?
The ship signals its imminent departure.
Sotheby, do we have everything?
Naturally. Miss Sotheby is always ready to travel.
The ship is boarding now. After it departs, I will spend some time gathering intel on Mr. Duncan.
Mr. Duncan! Mr. Duncan! Oh, I'm so excited to see that man.
Thank you. We should be able to find him in the flesh once we get to town. Duncan and I go way back. And I'll introduce you to another friend. She lives in a bottle. I'd be delighted to meet your friends. We should be going now. Lilia, I've told Admiral Eagle that he can rely on you for further assistance as necessary. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, I'll do whatever needs doing. Счастливого пути!
Having seen off their guests, Lieutenant Mulder returns to the Admiral's office to report an incident from the previous night. Yeah, so, the person that we had trapped in our tower, she laughed. She just opened the door and walked out.
Admiral, a prisoner has gone missing from the tower.
She lowers her head as she awkwardly delivers her report.
We'll make sure it's kept under wraps. The seal was broken, and we are still investigating who might have been involved. I did encounter the timekeeper, Miss Sotheby and Lopera, near the tower yesterday. Still, I see no reason to suspect them.
They were the only people she saw near the tower yesterday.
The timekeeper doesn't have any incentive, and Lopera... No, she wouldn't be involved.
Until last night, the tower held a single unlucky prisoner, a lamb to the slaughter, a stalk of wheat in autumn. But now she has gone away. She opened the door and walked away.
Find the prisoner, but don't attempt recapture. Let's see who she's been in touch with.
Also, I found it ironic that they called her a lamb, when I'm pretty sure she's like a reptile sort of thing. Which in that case, I love reptiles. I love reptiles. They're so cool.
Understood.
Lieutenant, this was a failure that must not be repeated.
Wait, is that not a gun, but actually a sword? In that case, I retract my previous statement. He's packing a sword! He grits his teeth as he stares at the map before him. Zeno shouldn't be like this. Let me guess, we're going to transition to the ship. Yeah! Aboard the alligator? That's the best name! A better name would be the bat, but I'll take the alligator. Oh, thank you, Looney! Go to bed! 2 a.m. Go to bed, Looney! Have good dreams! I'll definitely let you know how it goes so far with this chapter in the Discord. See you soon! The ship departs, and before long, a dozen rowboats have surrounded it.
Oh, look at those strange cowboys. What's they doing with those hooks? Are they trying to hitch a ride?
Yes. They will use those hooks to grab onto the side of the ship and moor their boats to ours.
Just as she said, the boats throw their hooks, latch onto the ship, and a number of people clamber aboard. The traders hawking homemade trinkets. The parrot politely declines them all.
Take this, timekeeper. What's this? Just a map, in case we get separated.
The map is marked with at least 3 safe routes.
These will show you the way from the harbor to the veterans' residence. Though, it can't show you the safest way. For that, you'll need me. But what am I saying? San Paulo's perfectly safe. That's what the politicians say anyways. Never mind the talk of gangs, cartels, and greedy multinational corporations. Pure slander.
Thank you for the warning and the map. Let's hope I won't find any occasion to use it.
I hope so too. Well, we have a long cruise ahead. I'll leave it to your business. At the mice.
She waves goodbye, making her way through the energetic traders and to the other side of the deck. The traders scamper around like little mice. Having made their sales, they're now scrambling to get a plate of food from the chef.
So the kitchen even prepares food for them?
No line cutting. You boy, back to your place. Queue up, or there will be no dinner for you tonight.
The chief taps his metal spoon, sending the boy back to his place in the quay. The boy sneakily grabs a few flatbreads, tosses them under his shirt, and scurries away. He bumps into Suppleby, crashing into the floor along with his stolen goods.
Hey, out of my way!
He stuffs the bread under his shirt again before running off. As he passes, Suppleby notices a glint of an arcane skill in his eye. Sorry about that, and that literally landing on my microphone. He runs like a child, enchanted by the ratchet finger as he bolts towards the corner of the cabin.
Miss Verton, did you notice that boy? Wasn't he awfully strange?
You're right. Come on, let's go see what he's up to.
A woman hides in the shadows. Her face is familiar, but she wears an entirely new outfit. Is it really her? I knew it! I knew it! I meant to bring up this theory sooner, but I knew it! When I was watching through the trailers, I was like, wait a minute, she looks just like the lady from the motel event. And I was like, oh, I had the entire theory set up and ready to make, and I meant to bring it up. And they outright confirm it! Ah! Now I really want them to bring the motel event back. That... Oh my goodness.
It's you.
And the way that Fortune knows about this woman! What about all the poor new players who have never played the event? I knew it! I can't believe I predicted it! Oh my goodness! Wait a darn minute! Hold on! This is serious, I need to move the reverse 99. This is serious. Wait a minute, you're telling me this takes place after the motel event? But that means that something happened at some point, that she gets locked up in the tower. Oh my goodness, I need to play the event. I really want the motel event to come out soon, to have a rerun soon. I so badly want that to happen. Daps, please tell me that the next rerun event is the motel story. I would so love that. Please. I really hope this chapter does not spoil that event, because I will be so mad and upset. I can't believe they just outright confirmed it. Which makes me feel bad as a player who's never done the event. And what about all the new players? All the new players are going to be like, huh? What do you mean 13 has seen this lady before? My goodness. How are we doing on the timer? The bread-stealing child is gone. Instead, Miss Kimberly is curled up in the corner, stuffing bread into her mouth with both hands. She stops and looks up, surprise in her eyes.
Oh, Burton.
I'm so mad. I would love to play the.
How? What are you doing here? I was about to ask you the very same question.
The farewell at Tuesday. They're really talking about the events. The farewell at Tuesday's motel last month wasn't exactly pleasant. Okay, so alright. But she looks starved now.
Is this a new friend, Vertin? A pleasure to meet you.
Sophie approaches, but Kimberly looks terrified. She freezes, a sticky lump of dough dropping from the corner of her mouth.
Please, take this.
She offers her a chocolate bar. After a moment's hesitation, Kimberly swallows, grabs the bar, and shoves it into her mouth.
Oh, thank you.
She licks her fingers clean like a ravenous child.
Have you found what you lost since we last met?
The beauty herself, Anjonala. Boop, 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 boop. Her face falls. It appears not.
Perhaps I could help. Thank you, but I would prefer to do this on my own. I was the one who lost it, and I will be the one to get it back.
She's unwilling to cooperate, but there's no hospitality. A strange and contradictory figure, an Arcanist who seems to be on the verge of reformation.
This ship is headed to Sao Paulo. Is that where you're heading as well? Would you like to accompany us? Sao Paulo? I don't...
It's the ship's only destination. Where else could she go?
There isn't anything for me there. Only a bit of misery and pain. There's no more dancing, no feasts or banquets, no...
Her eyes dart away. There's nothing there.
No. I would rather we simply part ways here, Miss Virgin. Farewell and pleasant journeys. I'm indebted to you for your kindness. Ah, and your friend here. Aren't you just a sweetheart? Oh, I could just gobble you up for tea.
She reaches out and pinches Sophie's cheek.
Oh, madam, please, you... This simply isn't proper or ladylike.
Kimberly smiles, as if she has shed the baggage of their previous encounter, and disappears into the crowd. There's an old legend told in the desert peninsula. Encountering a demon is always a sign of bad things to come. Done, I guess. Anjonala, who I have no idea about. Imagine I go through this entire chapter, and then when they finally rerun the event, I would basically been spoiled about the event. I'm like, oh, I know exactly who this lady is all about. I caught that. Whoa. Oh, why do you have an entire fight? You know what? I'm gonna do this when I collect all of them. About just in case, I'm just going to go scroll through this. Nice and slow. Actually, I'm gonna screenshot all of this, actually. Screenshot that. Screenshot that. Screenshot that. And then this is the last screenshot. I did the screenshots just in case. Just in case I can't open that again. Okay, yeah, I can actually go through this. Awesome. I got rewards, apparently. Oh! Yay! Stuff! Alright, so next, let me double check on my dailies. I will see if I'm getting closer to leveling up Leon. Yay, 44. Just a little bit longer now. I'll definitely have to farm.
Blackouts were pretty common in the summer. Folks would head to the rooftops to cool off.
Alright, let me check my timer. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Drink my water. Alright. Stage 5. Waterway to heck. The river is both home and life. The river gives. The river takes. Let's go! The wind blows through La Para's hair. The tourists gather at the ship's edge, watching the locals in small boats approaching the cruise ship.
A few treats to buy their worship, and they call it kindness. How undignified to be reduced to begging for scraps like a dog.
The children on the boats wave their hands and shout in an attempt to attract the tourist attention. The crew and onboard priest have packed supplies for the tourists to buy and throw to the impoverished children. All part of the tour experience.
Dignity doesn't count for much in the face of hunger.
The stranger nods, though he doesn't seem to completely agree.
Yet no man can live by bread alone.
I can already see this guy being a Madness Ventate member. How do I know? He's Navy! He's Navy! Anyone who is Navy, not the Navy, but Blue Dart Navy, is a Madness Ventate. So we are in big trouble.
And yet none can live without it.
You're a clever girl, Senora. But I hear from your accent you are no local. So what brings you to São Paulo? Business, ne? I have some business myself in the favelas.
Colombia, senor. And no, only a visit. To the São Paulo Veterans Residence. It's a safe place. If you find yourself in trouble, you should seek it out.
Oh, is it now? Thank you. You're very kind to offer.
If this man is from the Madness Ventate, we're screwed. She just literally told him, hey, this place is very safe. So if any bad guys comes in, we are in big danger.
Gallop Crush just raided with 1 viewers. Welcome to the stream, royal guests.
Gallop! Thank you for the raid. Hold on. Let me do a shout out for you. There we go. Now, will we do a double again? Okay, yeah. I need to figure out how to fix that. For some reason, it's doubling the shoutouts. So that means we're probably going to see 2 clips. A 10-hour stream! Oh. That's why I didn't show up. I forgot about it.
No! Leave me alone, you fucking donut!
Donut? Gallop just called Pillar a donut.
Nice. Nice.
Well,
that's unique. I like that.
I mean, the second one should be playing, I think. Yep. That was... Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, the bot that I have set up is supposed to only do it once. But then something went wrong somewhere along the way. Cause then for some reason it's doing it twice. I don't know why. But I'm definitely going to have to figure that out tomorrow. But yeah, holy heck, a 10-hour stream? That's insane! Let me guess. It was the main story? I've heard the main story is very long. So you must be very tired right now, Gallop. Do feel free to do a lurk and enjoy the royal season just to lapse. Lopera idly tosses a small die up in the air and catches it in her hand again. The stranger's eye followed the die as it traces its path. Ah, so 10 minus 2. You spent 8 hours on the main story. Wow. I'm flabbergasted. That's amazing.
Care for a game of dice, señorita?
What's the bet?
She glances at the black suitcase by the stranger's feet.
Well, let us bet against the goodness in one another.
Oh, he is totally a bad guy. He is definitely a bad guy.
Let us say that the loser will cover the cost of all the food given to all the little vendedores today. In the winner's name, of course.
A generous gamble for a conscience that knocks on heaven's door.
That's no small wager, senor. Still, I appreciate the good game.
The stranger smiles as he watches Lopera drop the die on the table and shake it into one cup.
High-low then. Who goes first?
Ladies first.
Low.
Ah, awesome. Alright, so she's going low.
Let's make it more interesting. 6. If it rolls anything else, you win.
She shakes the cup again, the die unevenly tumbling around inside.
Do you mind? I lost, just as was meant to be. So then, I am to be the vehicle of grace today. Might I have your name, Senora? So that all may know the name which is to be sung in paradise today.
Oh, he is totally he is totally masterminding this. He's going to learn the name, march over to the veteran's place, absolutely destroy everything and play boo-ha-ha-ha. I got this entire, I managed to know where this place was because of Lopera. Blame Lopera. I'm calling it.
Carlota Lopez Rivera. But it is Lopera, should you ask after me.
Lopera of Sao Paulo. The defeated stranger picks up the die. He notices something in this design and cracks a smile. He places it in Lopera's hand.
That's an interesting die you have there.
It was only luck. What's going on?
Do as I say, all of you!
Oh no, not pirates! They're not as fun as Reckless!
Look, Vertin. There are some more river cowboys over there.
I'm afraid they seem more like river pirates. Stay back, Sotheby. What do you want?
Where's the captain? We're changing destinations. The ship will be docking in the favela now. Or we'll blow it all to bits.
He flips a lighter and lights the fuse of an explosive. He's panicked, Clearly, he's afraid of something.
Get out of the way.
Oh snap! She's dual wielding! She's a dual wielding girl! Lopera has already drawn her guns, and she's not afraid to use them. But the crowd is panicking. She can't get a clear shot.
Hold your fire, Lepera. There are oil drums on board.
Lopera notices the oil drum stacked behind the crowd. A single mistake her turned the whole ship into tomorrow's headline in the Sao Paulo papers.
Ugh, slimy rats.
She holsters her guns and charges forward with her bare fists. Yeah, we're going to beat up men with our bare fists, our bare hands. We've done it before.
Let's kill time together.
Just like real diamonds.
Holy music! Yeah, the vocals hit really hard.
Sterilized.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Get out of here.
Just as I would.
Also, that is so awful, Gallop. I hope she feels better soon, Gallop. My mom was in a sort of situation before, and I'm still upset about it. But I hope yours feel better soon, Gallop. Man, these vocals are large.
Intriguing, isn't it?
No. I did not mean to do that.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Good timing.
Just as I would.
Advice from the forest.
Why is all of you guys at 2 a.m.? You and Looney at uni. Go to sleep, guys. If it's 2 a.m., go to sleep.
Intriguing, isn't it?
No need to look back.
Just like real diamonds.
Thank you for the lurk. Enjoy the royal seats.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
The reticent woods are watching you.
Wear gloves.
Bravo!
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
Freaking donuts.
Good timing.
Time to wake up, gentlemen.
Advice from the forest.
Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you.
Sterilized.
wear gloves.
Intriguing.
No, I did not mean to do that.
Sterilize.
I really need to get a new mouse.
Glad to be a servant.
I'm ready.
Get out of here.
Bravo.
Go! 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 Puppies!
Now, to divide the spoils. Or should I say, a reasonable reallocation of the profits?
LaPera grapples with the thug before wrestling him to the ground and punching him repeatedly in the nose. She tears the explosive off the pirate's body, but in that brief moment, the thug manages to pull one of her guns from its holster.
LaPera!
The fight halts. The thug's trembling hand pointing at LaPera. The oil drums are just a step away.
Either we go to the favela or to the bottom of the river. Claro? Make your call.
The favela? Are you with the Apostles' Brotherhood?
Huh?
They forced you into doing this, didn't they? Hijack the ship and bring it to us. Is that right? Too bad for you. This ship won't be making any unplanned detours today.
The pirate's eyes widen as he freezes in place, only his lids trembling. LaPera hit the mark, but the thug's reaction is extreme. His fingers tighten on the trigger as his teeth clatter nervously.
Estúpidos! Get down!
The bullet flies past her shoulder, instead piercing an oil drum behind her.
Blazebusters?
A blinding flash of light and a wave of heat hit them as the ship is quickly engulfed in flames. The ship launches violently as the blast tears through the vessel and water starts flooding into the hull. But it's literally a flipped version of the Titanic. Instead of ice sinking the ship, it's fire.
Oh my god!
Lifeboats! Get to the lifeboats now!
God help us! This is hell!
Panic breaks out as the ship starts to split in half. More explosions follow. There's no sign of Miss Kimberly in the crowd.
Hold the railings! Stay on the deck!
LaPera shouts from the water as she clings to a piece of floating wood. She grabs for air as she bobs up and down in the water. Chairs, benches, and sailing gear disappear as the ship sinks further and further into the depths of the river. Sophie clutches the guardrail tightly, but the ship is almost vertical and sinking fast.
Let go, Sotheby! You need to jump now! Join LaPera!
Screams fill the air as tourists cling on for dear life, watching their friends and family hurtle towards the river. Like overripe oranges, one by one, they lose their grip and plunge into the depths.
Button!
Flames lick the guardrails, melting the ship's cheap materials. The explosions ring in her ears. Sophie closes her eyes and flings herself towards LaPera. But she's a playable character, thankfully. Lucky for her, LaPera quickly grabs her hand and pulls her onto the wooden plank.
Somebody, please get her!
She is still on the ship. Refresh 1999. If anything can go wrong, it will. Facts, Johnny Bot. That is absolute facts. What we got here? With one final explosion, the ship is obliterated! The river swallows everything! The sunlight ripples on the surface, growing further and further away. Whose hand is bad?
Can't have you dying here. Why do we keep meeting in these awkward situations? Consider my debt paid.
Dun dun dun! Thank you, Anjonala. And if you didn't save us, that literally would have been the end of service. You're so good with that timing. Oh, I love her. Oh, hey, look at that. We got a star and a conch shell. Let me get these rewards real quick. Alright, let's check the star here. Oh! Oh, am I allowed to read this? Cause here's the thing, I did not do the motel event. So I genuinely have no idea if I'm supposed to read this or not. Oh, also, this is like a really short thing. You know what? I'll read it anyway. Just to have it on the record. Prison name: Miss Kimberly. Detention process: during the raid on the Absolutist Brotherhood stronghold, the subject was found alone, gnawing on a turkey leg, and was apprehended by Lieutenant LaPera's team. After interrogation, it was confirmed that the subject was indeed a follower of Madness Ventate, but she knew even less than a typical follower and did not participate in the local rebellion and was not involved in General Carlo's assassination. Therefore, like other deserters, she will not be executed but held in custody, awaiting Admiral Igor's decision. Yeah, and the funny thing, Shiny Ball, is that I literally had a theory before I started this chapter, cause I remember the trailers from this and the motel event. I was like, imagine this lady is actually Anjonala, and then lo and behold, they straight up confirm it to me. And I feel bad for all the people who have not done the event either. All the people who are like, what do you mean Tuesday's motel? Just leave her be for now. So I'm really hoping that they do a rerun of that event soon. I don't know when that will be, but I hope they rerun the event. Cause it's like a Halloween event, and I love Halloween events. Exactly, Shiny Ball. I wish. I mean, we have the we have the reflections. But it doesn't really do. But the thing is that they're really slow about it. Cause apparently this was the latest one. Elusive Endless still. Apparently this was the latest one. So I don't know what was the next event after that one. Cause wherever's the next event is probably going to be added here. But well. I think I'm gonna do this conch shell. I mean, I'll check the time. I mean, I think stage 6 will be the last stage for today. Which is a lot more than I thought I would be doing. Now let's see. Is this the same old person that we know and love? Oh! Is the pre-roll over? Oh! When did it do that? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do one more ad. Even so it's like 20 more minutes before I end the stream. I'll still run it just to be safe. Thank you for letting me know, ShinyBot. Alright, so I'm gonna run a 3-minute ad. I'll see you after the ad, and then we will see this conch shell and stage 6. Do let me know what kind of ad you get. Boop! Might as well get... Well, no. I was going to stretch, but I don't really need to stretch back that way. I think I'll do a shout out for Nora. While we're doing this, let me see. Where is she? There we go. Gonna shout out Nora. I still need to figure out why the bot is doing it double.
Book vision of heaven.
Like heaven, huh?
Oh, I think I know why. I just realized why.
God dang
So
it.
Nora.
God oh, God dang
Katie's walk was fun. Yeah, he's very impeccable. So Nora, what do you think? Like heaven, huh?
Oh, like heaven. Oh, what a thing. Great. I'm gonna go get some water. Great.
I am so excited.
I think we should have a second one.
Okay. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Go up that one over, Drew. A card ad and home insurance. Riveting stuff. Riveting. Drink some more water. $50 more seconds and then we will go back. Yay! Oh, and to all of you watching on the VOD, if you somehow get this far into the VOD, please subscribe, comment, and possibly leave a like. That'll be very cool of you. Even so, it probably will be a long time before I release this one to the public. It'll probably just be private as soon as I upload it on the YouTube channel. 20 more seconds on the ad. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back from the ad. I hope it was a good ad. But yeah, a card ad and a home insurance ad. That's weird. They always find the weirdest stuff. Okay, conch shell. Time for a conch shell.
So, things went sideways. That's what happens when you put guns in the hands of amateurs.
We got a new guy! Wait. Is this the guy from the first 4 chapters? Or is this a brand new guy? I'm so intrigued.
But you handled the water better this time. You controlled your breathing, kept your airways clear, and this time, you remembered to lie back and float.
Yeah, no, this is a new guy. His voice is not as rough. The first guy, the first narrator, who I theorize is the principal of the school, or the principal of the foundation or something like that. I theorize that he was the first narrator. I don't know who is the second narrator during the island arc. But this third narrator, it sounds sort of like Igor, but not really. So intriguing. Who are you?
Does it matter? I'm all you've got. We're at war. Bullets flying, wounds festering, typhoid, cholera, and all the worst of it. It's a living hell, and only fools think there's any honor in it. You never expect to see a familiar face again. Not in times like these. Now I need you to listen. There's something you should know.
Okay, what things?
The raid on the river was a ploy, and its mastermind is an old acquaintance. As for the ones who carried it out, you already heard about them this morning. They promised their followers they'd push south, and they did. With their supplies secured by a mysterious third party, they paraded through every town along the way, playing as liberators and taking out anyone they decided were their enemies. They swelled in numbers, larger than any local gang or cult had ever gotten before. Now they swarm across the land like a school of red-bellied piranhas, always hungry, ready to tear apart anything that crosses their path.
What happened to the others?
Chances are they're doing fine, just like you. Would have been nice if you caught what that little executioner and that gold-hearted gambler were talking about during their dice game. Guess you'll have to ask her later.
Why don't you tell me instead, sir?
Listen, I'm not here to run your errands or play your messenger boy, so ask nicely. There's nothing more I need to tell you. For now.
Surprisingly, this is the most cooperative narrators I have ever met. He's cool. Alright, this will be the last stage for today. I mean, we will end it off and go raid someone. Stage 6. Tender Pretender. While the stage shows the character in the script, it never truly reveals the person behind the role. Mr. Duncan! I see him! I see his little figure in there! Mr. Duncan! Yippee! Mr. Duncan, Mr. Duncan, Mr. Duncan, Mr. Duncan, Mr. Duncan Donuts.
The Brotherhood just took a beating from Xeno. If they're caught up with their own trouble, then we might have a golden opportunity to turn the people against them.
You look cool. But you're not a playable character, so you're probably going to die.
We can't lose anyone else to their lies.
The old man next to him casts his fishing line. The bobber floats quietly on the river surface. Across the river, a water Angonia eyes the two men beneath the shadow of a snakewood tree.
What do you say? Want to talk about plans?
The old man doesn't speak. Instead, he removes his sunglasses and pushes a cup towards his friend.
Here, drink up.
Yeah! Mr. Duncan! I love you, mister!
Thanks. Listen, as much as I enjoy being out here all day, we've got to take action now. The sooner the better. Don't you think?
I want to take you seriously, Galino. But that smile is so silly I could not take it seriously. The young man takes the glass and downs it in one gulp, as his friend suggested.
Hold your horses, young Galeno. Let me explain. Say I throw a punch at you now. Really hit you good. What next? Maybe you'll storm off at first. Then you round up your cousins. Maybe grab that Tommy gun you borrowed from Colonel Tiargo. Then you'll find me, all alone, and say, "You're done, you old fart!"
Are those gun sounds that he just made? That's beautiful. The old man laughs. Map begins shooting with the hands.
I'm not gonna harm you, kid. And if ever I do, remember that old Duncan must have his reasons. And he'd never harm a friend intentionally.
What is all that supposed to mean?
Also, I can't take his hairstyle seriously either. He literally looks like Ichiban from Yakuza.
I'm rambling. I mean, true enough that Lopere hit them hard, and we both know that the Brotherhood will aim to settle that score. And they won't wait long. But if we don't play this smart, it'll only cause them to lash out more. Still, we do have to consider one thing. Those who chose to follow them never come back.
No. They don't.
So, let's seize the day. Grab opportunity by the horns, and maybe we stop losing more of our friends to those bastards. Right now, seems to me that Zeno is our best bet.
The young man considers this proposition.
That just might work, old man. With the Brotherhood falling apart, Zeno will start to look pretty good to folks here.
Ah, but not so fast, kid. We need a little patience. Let the line out a little first. If you fail to prepare, you're prepared to fail.
The bobber twitches.
Got it! Excellent.
The old man jumps to his feet, reeling his fishing rod and finding the unseen enemy in the water. Watch it turn out to be the girls.
Don't think you can get away from me!
The fishing line plunges down into the river, the rod bending into a crescent.
Huh. You like to wrestle, huh? Alright, let's see who gets the upper hand. Old Duncan is not about to lose a battle to a fish!
It's a giant puff fish, larger than any he's seen before. Yee-haw! You guys are finding very good timings for the hee-haws. Hey, Oak! I hope you're doing good. I'm just going through this stage and then I'm gonna raid Logan.
Osa! Do you see the size of its belly? It's huge!
By the way, Oak, I don't know if you noticed, but I made you a VIP now, Oak. Yeah, I made you a VIP. Because I feel like you deserved it. You're welcome. What looks like a large green cake is floating inside a translucent belly.
Haha, what a deal! Catch one, get one free. How generous, Mother River. All right, jokes aside, Galeno. Come on, help me get her out.
Plus, I'll be honest, Oak, the pink VIP goes so well with their purple bits badge. It just blends perfectly. So it all worked out. Old Duncan pulls out a knife and slices open the fish's belly. His catch bursts like a balloon, releasing air, water, and a girl.
This has got to be the strangest thing you've ever fished out from the river.
Another castaway floats downstream.
Duncan! Duncan!
Across the river, the water and Kaldiga locks onto his target, slipping into the water and swimming towards her.
Duncan, look! She's got an anaconda chasing after her!
The water anaconda zigzags towards its prey.
I saw it. Don't you worry.
Oh man, that is unfortunate, Oak. definitely do not attempt to do it on mobile, because apparently they take more money from you on mobile. So definitely be patient until their computer is so good. But I appreciate the thought, Oak. I appreciate the thought. Old Duncan sets the soot girl down before lifting a blowpipe and aiming it at the snake. Whoosh! The dart strikes, quickly draining the anaconda of its strength. I'm surprised TTS girl was able to say that. Just be like, mwahaha. But I appreciate the 50 bits, Oak. Thank you very much. Those are good 50 bits going towards my money. Still waiting for it to hit 50. Trying to get to $50. I think I'm only at 30.
Hang in there, Lopera. Come this way, we'll get you. Here, take it.
He grabs a nearby vine and throws it into the water. Lopera grabs it and pulls herself towards the shore.
Thank goodness you were here to grab me.
Yeah, Twitch is definitely something in that regard. I mean, it makes sense for, like, safety. But, like, I have $30 in there. I have $30 all saved up from generous people. I want to be able to have that in my hands. Combine that with the $30 I have in my PayPal for my commissions, and then boom, I got a perfect $60. And Oak, everyone in this game is in fact hot. Sometimes they're hot, sometimes they're handsome, sometimes they're cute. Sometimes they're an apple. That is hot. She clambers onto the shore, shakes the water from her hair, and sits leaning back on her hands, breathing heavily. Yeah, there is an apple in this game. That's all I'll say about Reverse 1999. You're gonna have to one day see Nora's playthrough. Because I'm pretty sure Apple is like a free unit anyway. Reverse 1999 Oak! It's a fabulous game and I love for it. You should have been here at the beginning of the stream, Oak. Literally the beginning of this chapter. It literally starts off with that wonderful cute little girl, Lopera, leading a firing gun! I kid you not, she was leading a firing gun as the intro for this chapter.
But what are you doing all the way out here?
This girl was the leader of a firing gun, of a firing squad, gunning down traitors. And she looks adorable doing it.
I was wondering the same thing about you, girl. Seems like a strange place for a swim. I suppose you wouldn't know anything about the girl we just fished out over there.
He points to the little girl who rolled out the fish's belly.
Sotheby!
She's still breathing. The air trapped in the fish's belly must have saved her life. Lopera crawls over to her companion, smacks her back, helping her spit out the water in her lungs.
Hey, can you hear me?
Easy now, Lopera. We just cut her out of that fish's belly.
Sotheby coughs out the water in her lungs as she regains consciousness.
You're a veritable Jonah, aren't you?
A familiar face appears in her blurred vision.
I dreamt of a very, very big fish, and I was in its belly. It was as wide as the sky. I couldn't breathe. A terribly strange dream, Mr. Carson.
Oh! The feels! The feels! Okay, Oak, don't tell Nora about this. Do not tell Nora about this. Mr. Carson is a man that she will probably fall in love with at some point during the story, he dies. So don't tell Nora. Don't tell Nora.
She's awake!
Mr. Carson?
This is him! The man from the photograph is standing before her. She freezes.
You... How?
The water slowly clears from her vision. The face before her is both familiar and strange. I have no idea, Oak. I have no idea. She knows it, yet she doesn't.
There's a little dirt on me. Here, and on the collar too. Oh goodness, why am I here? What?
Mr. Carson kneels beside her, but he's wearing some very odd clothes.
Could it really be you, Mr. Carson?
Carson? You must be mistaken, little lady. My name is Duncan. I'm a friend of Lopera.
That's right. Sotheby, this is Duncan from the Veterans Residence. We've known each other for a long time. You must be confusing him with someone else.
Now, up on your feet, little lady.
He takes her arm and pulls her out of the mud.
Mr. Carson! Oh, sorry. It's just... I didn't expect you to suddenly pull my arm.
Pardon me, little lady. We tend to be very straightforward here in the favela.
It's quite alright. Only... No, I just don't understand. You look exactly like Mr. Carson. How could you be anyone else?
Yeah, I'm surprised that they made her sprite so clean, even though she was already out of the book. And you know what's crazy, Oak? There is literally a sprite of her where she's covered in mud. So I don't understand why they didn't use it here.
Except for your attire and those shoes.
Well, I mean, did you not see the ribbon, Oak? She had a ribbon around her neck. Her butler would never dress like this, sockless with patched up clothing. She notices the liquid swirling in his cup.
And the liquor?
See? Ribbon. That's how she got it held on. And she's very rich. No, her butler would never drink in front of the lady of the house. Sotheby decides to take a bold guess. She jumps up and nervously grabs Mr. Duncan's shirt.
Oh, pardon me, little miss. Are you not comfortable with us drinking? Galeno, put the cup away for me, please.
No, I only meant... Mr. Carson, it truly seems as though you've forgotten everything. Oh, but I'm being terribly unladylike.
Yeah, honestly, if you're going to get eaten by a fish, you could definitely wear something else. But she's a very rich lady. She rumbles incoherently. This behavior is totally against the lady's code of conduct. Yet, Mr. Carson remains utterly unfazed.
Still, you don't seem to mind at all.
Growing increasingly confused, Sotheby lowers her head, still clutching the hem of Mr. Carson's shirt. You know what's so funny, Oak? Most of the characters in this game do have their own stories, and Sophi's story is literally about her evidently getting scammed and robbed by a bunch of people, but she doesn't realize that she's been scammed and robbed. It's insane.
I must be a dead ringer for this guy to have gotten you all flustered, little miss. Seems like you cared very deeply for this, Mr. Carson.
Yes, I did. So then, you really aren't him.
Sorry to disappoint, little lady, but I'm flattered by the resemblance. Maybe I can be your friend too. In fact, feel free to call me Carson. Why not? A rose by any other name, eh?
Not the bills! Oh, by the way, Oak. do quote number 69. We finally got a quote. We finally got quote number 69. The old man holds his pinky with Sotheby's and pressed his thumb firmly against hers.
Mr. Carson.
I know how hard it can be. I lost my wife, and my comrade in arms. I even managed to lose his daughter, after I promised to take care of her. She'd have been just about your age.
Yeah, but this is technically emotional, fine. It's only emotional if you know the Mr. Carson that I'm talking about. But I'm sure one day you and Nora will meet him, and you'll be like, oh my goodness, he's so cool, he's so awesome. I mean, you'll get depressed later.
I'm rambling again. I suppose what I'm saying is, I know what it feels like to lose someone you love.
I'm gonna screenshot this. She looks lost, unsure what to think, but she still holds on to the man's hand, seemingly making a small promise with him. Looking around, Sophie realizes someone important is missing. Barton, the main protagonist of the game!
Oh no. But what about Miss Burton? We've lost her. Where could she be now? We must find her.
Slow down. We need to think things through first. Those knuckleheads blew up the entire ship. Which means our comms belong to the Caymans now.
Everything's in disarray. There's no way to contact the timekeeper. They don't even know if she's alive.
Not to worry. I've been through worse. Back in '82 on the Rio Negro... Before I go rambling on again, let's head back to the city. Come on now. Trust good old Duncan. Sorry, I mean Carson. Trust Carson to lead the way.
Oh, the only thing that could have made this worse if there was a woman who looks just like... well, a character that I love very much. I mean, I'll be screaming her name all the time. So this fam... dun dun dun! I'm so happy it ended there. So does that mean I should also call him Carson now? Duncan! I'll do this in the next stream. Yay!
Back in the favela, was pretty common in the summer. Folks would head to the rooftops to cool off. We'd count the ships along the coastline, see who could catch the most bugs, and play music and sing under the candlelight. Ah, those were the days.
I love you, Mr. Duncan, Mr. Carson. Ah. Anyway, that was quite the bundle of stages so far. That was a powerful start. I'm gonna go do an ending speech for the VOD, so I can end up the VOD. I mean, we were finally ready to Logan. So thank you to all the lurkers, all the livers, and all the fathers for this amazing Chapter 8 start. I can't wait to see what happens next in Chapter 8, which will be on hold on. I actually don't know what my next Reverse 1999 stream will be, but the next stream I'm gonna be doing... have to get one more in there, didn't you, Shiny Bot? The next stream I'm gonna be doing is tomorrow at 5:30 Eastern. I'm gonna be replaying a visual novel that I really love called Our Life, Beginnings and Always. It's one of my favorite visual novels of all time, and I've been craving it since summer is coming up, so I'm gonna be replaying it. So that's what's going to be tomorrow's stream. Other than that, I think that's everything. I'll definitely let y'all know when the next Reverse 1999 stream is. So see y'all next time. Doo-doo! But please stay for the raid. Doo-doo!